Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Russian Fishing 4. Last weekend, I had talked about maybe going to the other map. Oh, my bad. How do I get that? That's right. Escape, Mosquito Lake. I had talked about maybe going to Mining Rivulet, but I think there's still a lot of stuff for me to like get back and learn when it comes to the float fishing, as well as trying to step up a little bit in our gear. So I think maybe one more weekend here trying to apply what you guys have, like, talked to me about. Or have made good comments towards, like, trying to improve things going along a bit further. I'm just going to check the cafe, see the orders here. Gibble carp, crucian carp, pert. Ooh, we might actually be able to get a number of these with, like, what we've been using so far. I'm just trying to think of where I want to go first. Like, looking at the bottom left there, we definitely need food. But I think I want to actually start looking at the tackle store with hook sizes. Like, when I look at... I think I've been using the telestick. Or, let me see. Is it Q or U? No, it's not Q. It must be U. Yeah, okay, so... the telestick has been the one that I've been working with. And that's our float one. So I did get the 7-pound line, but I've still been using, like, the small hooks here. So a lot of people have been suggesting that I look at picking up a larger hook size to start using. So let's just do, I guess, classic hooks are probably what we want. Yeah, we've been using small. So I think how it goes is you're looking at the you go into brand of it, and then you can like go through looking. So maybe we'll try. I'm trying to think of what the sizes I have right now. Oh, actually, I can see right there is so it's size 16. I think I've been using. Let me just... see, $1.10 doesn't sound like too much, but... yeah, you know what? I'm going to go up to that. Now, is that only a single hook, or does that give me, like, a little package of them? I don't know. I guess maybe if I check the inventory, I'll be able to get a little bit more. Yeah, I wanted to go up to... this right here. I'm actually surprised how many different variations I did have, but we'll go to the stringer there. Bait, I think we'll work with the pearl barley. Yeah, okay, so I think that's actually pretty much good where we are there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need, like, say, floats. Okay, see, I don't really think there's any advantage some of these give over, like, maybe just, like, your personal preference, so I'll probably just keep using what I have been. But one thing I don't really see here is, like, just your classic little round plastic bobber. Like, I don't, maybe they've been phased out and they're not as popular, but it's basically like the red and white like this, but it is just like a little round circle. You press one end, that, like, opens the other end to put the line on it. I don't know, it's kind of weird that, like, just such a classic thing isn't available. And you know what? Let me... comfort level, I'm not going to worry too much about, but I will get some hot food to... yeah, there we go. Okay, so that looks like it's bringing our hunger up to full. I've got the larger hook set. We've got quite a few things that, if I can keep getting the carp in, we'll be good with that. I did get suggested that this pier here might be a good one to, like, work off of for trying to catch fish. And another thing, too, is, as much as there's a lot of behavior and activity that happens to the float, too, I think instead of trying to find too many, like, deliberate and specific things, I should try experimenting just pulling in it a lot of times. Even if they don't look, even if I don't feel like they will have a fish hooked, it might not be a bad idea just to, like, build up my experience a little more and just get familiar with what I should be trying to look for. But if I can get lucky and get, like, a lot of the crucian carp or the gibble carp, we might be able to make a decent little bit of change with the current missions that are in the cafe. We'll just have to see if anything is interested in the bait or not. I can't remember what I have it set to depth-wise. I think it's like at 0.4 or something right now. But it's a very foggy night. Foggy night at 12.9 degrees. And so far, nothing really super active at that, eh? Okay, you know what? Let me bring that in. Let's see. Yeah, let me try down to... Let me try 6. Because we are fishing out from a pier, so maybe there's a little bit more depth here. Just see, maybe it's sitting a little lower in the water. We might be able to get some different species easier. But good lord, look at the mist on the pond or the lake here. Oh, can't tell if that's a reflection over right there. Or that's like actually a fish you can see. Probably just a reflection. Well, that's like the light's reflecting over there. Come on, something be interested in it. Now, see, nothing is even... Oh, there we go. Yeah, just playing around a lot with it. Probably too early. I was thinking maybe if I could catch it when it was like one of the little down jerks. I might have gotten lucky and had something there. We'll just keep trying to see what we can hopefully pull in. I'll also try changing up the baits a little bit too. I think... I can't remember if the pearl barley was one that was really getting results, or it was like the dough or the bread. I feel like all of like the worms and the larvae, that was more getting us like the perch in that. So if I do want to work more for the carp, maybe these other baits are the ones to try for. There is also is it statistics? I know there's somewhere there's like you could look up and see. Okay, well that's all the stuff I've gone so far. Oh, hello, little roach. Okay, we'll keep you. Let me try for the semolina. But I was going to say, like, records and ratings, that might be it. So, like, if I do Mosquito Lake, yeah, you can kind of see, like, the different baits that were used to catching which things, so... You might be able to pick up patterns. Actually, I do see a pattern there, like the carp with the sweet dough, pea porridge. So the pea porridge looks like it was one that was producing pretty good for a number of species, but then there's also the garlic dough. So maybe if I want to do more for the carp, I should be looking at like the wet bread and the doughs to be used for them. I'm not looking for trophy-sized fish, but if I can at least get down like a tendency for the species, it might help for us trying to get like a few more of these mission things. But because of the amount of comments I had coming in about like trying larger hook sizes for like float fishing and that, I figured I'll make that a more priority, and then next weekend we'll try the winding rivulet and go into spin fishing more. Not too much going on with this one, though, is it? Like, I know I was also told that, like, night has, like, the least amount of fish activity, too. So that could be a reason why it is pretty slow for, like, anything to be trying to hit the bait in there. Yeah, I feel like I should have seen something hit by now, so you know what? Let me bring that in. And let me actually try going kind of like where I was last time, where I was getting a lot of action. I think it was, yeah, I was down over this way. It was kind of like in this little corner working out to the campsite that I think we'd gotten pretty steady with action. So we'll see if maybe that luck will hold true again for this attempt. And if we are catching things like the carps and that, we'll just stick to this corner and keep bringing in if we can. Yeah, there's definitely something playing with it. Just need it to do a really good tug down. Come on, you know you want to go for it, so just go really good at it. Okay, see, it's getting pulled, yeah, it was getting pulled along, so I figured maybe, ooh, hello. Crucian carp. We'll definitely save you. And keep trying with that, because that's what we want a lot of. There's a couple of the cafe orders that are asking for them, so we can get a few of those. That might help us quite a bit. Let's see if we can get a few more. And then there was one thing I wanted to try. I think it was... yeah, so... and then I think the bamboo... this was another thing that I've suggested to try doing. It's actually like using two lines at once. So if you... I think it only works mostly on like float fishing. But if you... while you do have a line out, you press 0, you'll actually cast the line out. Or no, you have the line cast out, it's floating in the water there, and you press 0, you'll actually, like, place your rod onto the ground, and then you could have multiple lines going at once. And then... come on in. Oh! First time I've caught you, a tench. Interesting. Well, yeah, this is a way if you wanted to try to speed things up, too. I wasn't sure if I would do it or not, but I figure... if we're going to have, like, say this is the last weekend of float fishing till I try going into spin fishing, let's try putting into practice everything you guys have been, like, trying to teach me and letting me know about in the comments. I know Chill Potato for quite a few weekends has been wanting to, I think, see me try doing the multiple rod technique, so here you go. You get to see it in action. Oh, come on. Oh, it's... is that another tench? Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that, like, I got that. Okay, and we'll set you down. Like, I don't know if there's actually a cafe order for the tench or not. But we'll still just keep trying and see what we get. I might actually even have to change, like, the video, or the game settings a little bit. Yeah, maybe we'll turn it down to good and good. There we go, it's a lot smoother now, I think. I don't know, for some reason when I load it in again, I'm not sure, like, maybe an update changed the graphics settings or did some improvements or tweaks there. But yeah, the game was a little bit choppy, I think, until that point. But yeah, now I can let both just do their own thing, and then grab when something's going on. Let me see. Maybe I won't put that one... Actually, maybe I'll keep it that deep. Although I'm going to bring this one back in, because, like, nothing has gone for it now. Okay, let me try the wet bread on this. And let me put that out to... Let me see if I can get, like, it actually to 80 centimeters for depth. There we go. Yeah, so one nice thing is you don't have to buy the rod pods. I guess there's something you have in your inventory with the rods themselves. I can't remember. I feel like the maximum you could have going to time was 3. Although you might even be able to actually do, like, say... Ooh. Could I even do, like... Uh-oh. I think I crashed the... Oh, no, I didn't crash the game. But yeah, I could do those and then even try spin fishing if I wanted to as well. So that's an interesting thing. If you really wanted to go all out, really trying your hardest, you could. And when it comes to spin fishing, I'm probably going to need a refresher course on all of the, like, commands and your approach for what you're supposed to do for things. Just because it has been quite a while. I do remember... like, depending on the tension in the line, green, reel in, orange, you're supposed to pump the rod, and red, you gotta be really careful with it. For, like, just your general approach. But I know, like, changing the reel... I think it's, like, the drag or lock or something. There's a lot of stuff with spin fishing that, like, suggestions came in so long ago that and I haven't really practice any of that. I'll probably need a little bit more pointers and tips for that. Okay. Yeah, let me pull this in. Put this one away. Because that... Oh, I thought it had something on. You know what? Let me pick these up, because I'm really surprised this one hasn't had anything on it. Let me try moving down a little bit more towards, like, over there. Now let me just take a look at the baits I still have. Let me go back to the pearl barley. And see if that... Okay, so that is deep enough for that to work. We'll go to the pearl barley there. Toss that out. Set it down. Now, I probably shouldn't be using the spinning rod if I want to be quick with, like, getting those. But I think maybe I'll just try one more cast out and see with it. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of proving my point right there, is that I should be more prepared to pick up the float rods and worrying about the, this one. Okay. Put that in. Grab that. Oh. See, it looked like there was something on both of you. Okay, I'll put you down. Maybe I'll lessen the depth of that to there. Toss you out. And set you down. And then we'll just watch these and see. Yeah, the spin fishing, I'll hold off on that. Let's just make sure I can actually, like, manage these two, and I'm able to actually pull fish in. Nope. There we go. What do we got on you? Oh, another roach, I think. Oh, actually a fairly sizable one. Okay. We'll set that one back up. Yeah, it seems like the roach have been pretty common on the pearl barley, I think it is. I'll just keep an eye on both of these. And then maybe we'll change out for the wet bread or something else. Ah, you were getting pulled, but you know what? I'm going to change you over to the wet bread. Okay, set you up. You're starting to see a little bit of action. And of course, as soon as I said that, it basically slowed down to... There we go. Okay, let's try. Again. Yeah, it's the hardest thing is because it's hard to say exactly what you want to hit on. The float was definitely up a little bit from the water line, so I figured that would have been something to try at. That one's starting to see a little bit of movement. Okay, yeah, definitely something on this one. Ooh, Crucian carp, I think. Come on in, you. Oh, actually, a fair size one, too. Okay, toss that back out, set you up. Yeah, now we're getting a little bit more action happening more frequently. Oh, actually, I think I put the pearl barley back on that one, so maybe I should switch that one out for the wet bread. Because the bread seems to be the one I think was getting us the Crucian carp pretty regularly. Oh, see, they're both getting a bit of action to them. Nothing there. Okay, yeah, let me change out for the wet bread. Toss it. Set it up. And then be ready on this one, I think. There we go, yeah, that was definitely going for a little bit of a ride, so... A gibble carp? Yeah. Yeah, so the wet bread seems to be the one that I should be trying to use... Ooh. A lot this weekend. Because that seems to be the one that's getting us a lot of, Oh, even got a roach on it. But you know what? That's okay. Set that up again. How am I doing right now for fish anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so this is definitely the faster way to fish, having the two lines at once. Now, whichever one kind of looks like it has a little bit more activity, just will pop on and see about it. Ooh. Oh, that was pulled down, though. Okay, maybe what I should do is, like, if it is fully down like that, give the camera a moment to, like, show the float is submerged, and then try pulling in. There we go. Oh, another gibble carp. Thank you. Yeah, how are we doing time-wise? We can give it a few more minutes. Now that I've got the 2 on the go, I think it's going to be a bit easier trying to complete these orders for the cafe. Okay, we'll pick this one up because it is the one starting to show a little bit of action. Yeah, this makes the float fishing aspect quite a bit more engaging because you have to manage the 2 lines at once. Oh, speaking of it, 2 at once. Okay, I'll set you down. Oh, you had something on you because you were getting pulled along there. Oh, something was hooked. Okay, maybe I should just, like, when it's going through, like, a lot of the little bouncing, try to bring it in. Okay, I'll set you up again. Maybe we'll bring each one of these lines in once, and then we'll end this episode off. But I think we've got the Gibblecarp order complete now, because, yeah, 1, 2, 3... 3 of those. We got 2 Crucian Carps. They're the ones I need a lot more of, though. I'm just trying to think of what the best bait was for them. Ooh, you're getting pulled along. Yeah, there's another Gibble. Oh no, that's a Crucian. Perfect. And let me get on you. One thing that was a little weird with this one is when I went to pick it up, it almost like pulled it out of the water a little bit, so a little odd. But yeah, we'll end this first episode for Russian Fishing 4 for the weekend here. A very good start with the advice properly being taken into account. We'll keep trying to see how we can do for like some of these orders that are there. If possible, we might get a few done this weekend to really help our numbers here. The big thing I still want to aim for is that feeder rod or bottom fishing setup or whatever you want to call it. But we'll work towards getting that kit as our first big thing. And there are some other things like the shovel to use for bait collecting and that I'd like to get down the line. But a good promising start, and I really should have tried the double rod setup sooner for float fishing. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in the comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video, anglers and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.